Hey, what up, guys? This is Julie Vance Bleeker, and today my guest is Lauren Ashley, a model, actress, singer, everything in between, longtime friend of mine. Lauren, what's up?
What's going on?
Not much. We trying to do this radio thing.
A long time no see. It's been forever.
I know. It's been like 10 years or something. We old as hell now. Graying. Yeah, not for nothing, I found a gray hair in my head 2 weeks ago.
I have one right in the front. Okay.
I died a slow death when I found a gray hair. You ever know those commercials of like, da, da, da? I was like, ah. For real, I almost died so bad.
Oh my goodness.
Not for nothing. This girl's a real model. She's not like Instagram fake modeling, talking about, I do this, trying to get fit. She gives real face. This girl is accomplished. She does everything. You know who else gives real face? Chris Brown, Tamar, and Adrienne Bailon.
Oh my God.
They gave some real shade on that show. But not shade,
crazy.
but CB gave the shade back. But what do you think about all that?
I'm just biased because I love them both. Chris Brown's a great artist. He's been around for a while now. But I also love The Real. It's the first show that they have for, young women. Right. And they talk about real issues. And it's just a very entertaining show that I happen to watch. And I just feel that they were trying to open up a discussion and use them as an example. And Chris Brown gave them hell. And it was crazy. So, I mean, I just feel like, but with Chris Brown, I don't think he should have responded really, because we're trying to believe he's this good guy that he's been talking about, that he's mature and he's not, busting heads anymore. Right. But I just want him to just chill out so we can believe that you're this good person that you're saying you are. So. Right.
I think he gave them shade because I felt like, and this is not to justify none of his actions, I felt like he gave them shade because he's tired of everybody talking about him. I do like Chris Brown as an artist, as a person. I don't know his personal life like that, but
he always flips out. Like,
yeah, he does.
I think he didn't he throw out a chair out the window? Yeah. And Good Morning America, like who does that? Who has to turn Incredible Hulk every time someone says something they don't like?
No, you're right. Because not for nothing, lately, I feel like I've been doing stuff like that. Tossing windows and flipping out on everybody and everything. But like, I'm not even gonna lie. It's like, I don't know, like a little bit of me can relate with him. Is like, at every turn, like, because like lately I feel like, especially where I work and stuff like that, people, like when it comes to money, people can hate real hard. Yeah. And you feel like you're tired of defending yourself against rumors and stuff like that. Because like, I work in a small environment. There should be no reason why there's any rumors about me, anybody, or whatever. You should be able to address it together. But for him, he got a bigger outlet. But still, he do be turning up way too much. And I don't know, man. He don't do himself no favors, like he said.
But I hope he can. I listened to his new album a little bit, and I hope that he can kind of use that energy and channel that into a song. I want to hear Chris Brown do like what Jen Jackson and Michael Jackson did about Scream. Like, use that and go off.
Ooh,
like,
if they did a remake,
I don't know.
Him and Rihanna.
I don't know about all that. But
they get in there like, you make me wanna scream. They start screaming at each other.
I don't know about all that. But then again, Coote's gonna have her version where she's crying like, no. But
not for nothing. She is like, I think she's a beautiful girl. Don't get me wrong.
Which one?
She's Coote.
Okay, yeah, definitely.
But like, and I probably shouldn't say this, but she's kind of a bird to me. Like, she's stupid. Like, and I'm gonna agree with The Real on this one. How you let somebody disrespect you in public like that? Not for nothing. You know what I mean?
Rihanna or Chris?
Chris Brown.
Okay.
With just him being, I remember watching him doing the interview with Sway and all, and he's like, yeah, I'm in love with 2 girls. And
that situation is I don't even know what to even say about that.
Like,
that situation in itself. But my thing with her, I just wish she'd be a little more outspoken, because I remember, I think there was an interview on 160 Park that she was crying, and I get that, but when people are going off on you, talking about you're weak, you need to kind of come back and say that you need to wild out like your boyfriend's wilding out.
Right.
But
this is probably something she's not built for either, too. And she just probably want to, and I get she wants to play her role, but at the same time, I'm like, man, you're right. She needs to be more outspoken, that's for sure.
I would love to see her like curse somebody out.
You know what? That's my boo. He gonna do what he do. Like, that statement that she wrote though was that I liked it, but at the same time, I still feel like the rest of the crowd. I'm like, you still stupid though.
Yeah,
like, you know what I mean?
I definitely hear you.
But shade is a real thing, and I know personally from hearing people throw shade at you.
Oh Lord!
I know you got to do it on a deal. Like this female right here, she's naturally pretty.
What kind of shade have you heard?
People be mad because like they be like, oh, so and so helped her get to where she is today. I'm like, nah, that's not the person I know. That's not what happened. And even though I didn't know personally what happened, I'm like, that's not Lauren. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, I've been modeling since I was so tiny.
And I forgot too. And I wish I would have like stepped up like, you don't know her, man. She was doing the ABC modeling stuff, man.
I used to do textbook modeling when I was like in kindergarten, and I didn't enjoy it at all because I was forced to do it, and I had to like.
But you have that face, you know, and your parents was like, let's make some money for her college funds. You know what I mean?
They actually spent it, but it's okay.
You know, I won't go into that one because I don't know him like that. Never mind.
As far as people helping me, I've definitely had people who have, you know, shown me what modeling is all about. Right. But as far as getting me to where I am today, that's really false, because what it always comes down to is when you meet these agencies, either they want you or they don't want you.
Word up.
So I went, I had a test shoot, and they wanted me. So then from then on, I was signed, and 2 years later, here I am, still signed and working. So it's been fun, but the shade is gonna come with everything. So it doesn't really faze me, and I'm kind of entertained when I hear things like that, because I had no idea. But
yeah, because you know, like people always side shade and stuff like that. You don't. I feel like that shows true character of somebody. I felt like I remember having a conversation with somebody a long time ago, and I was saying someone in particular, you, and then another person in our graduating class that did their thing, and I'm like, I'm really proud of them. I feel like they put in Neuro on the map. Sorry, Ray Rice.
I'm trying.
You kind of messed us up a little, but we got to pick it back up. You know what I mean? Yeah. But it's like.
But about that, I really do love Ray, because I know him personally, and I've never seen this character that the media has, you know, created. But I still support him and Janae, and our prayers are, you know, sent out to you guys. So good luck to y'all.
Yeah, they went to school. Well, Janae didn't go to school with us. No, Ray.
Yeah.
But it's like that confused me.
Yeah.
Like,
but we're gonna
we ain't gonna talk about that. But Ray, you confused me. Anyway, but the shade for you, I felt like, what for? You have natural talent. You have natural beauty.
Thank you.
You do your thing. You hustle. You grind. So it's like, I feel like people in general, like, they get upset when you grinding and you're doing your thing, and they can't be a part of that.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
I guess. But it's funny because I have the same circle of friends that I've always had, and I get excited when I see people I haven't seen in a while, like you, and we're right back to where we were, and I'm confused because I was never a mean girl.
No, honestly, this is like one of the most nicest people you ever meet. She's mad cool. I don't know anybody that doesn't like her. Hating on her, yeah, I know a few, but
I've gotten used to it from high school. People used to not like me for no reason, and that's just how it is.
Haters gonna hate, ballers gonna
I mean, I've learned that you cannot stop for people who don't agree with what you want for your life.
Right.
That's nothing to do with me, and I have to just keep moving, because if I stop to even think about that, I wouldn't have any hair. I'd be like Maggie Simpson, you know, with two of the little strands.
Right.
So I can't.
But I love that for sure. And you know what else is kind of weird, and when people stop before I have to stop for this. Tyga, Kylie, Drake, China, all this little weird mixed up sort of thing. Tyga, we hope you're not doing what you're doing, man. Please.
I don't know.
Be friends. The Kardashians, not for nothing, they are a great come up. Like, that's a good opportunity to be a part of. They have a whole different market. And I feel like maybe it's being taken out of context. And did a bird just hit the window?
I was trying to play it off.
I saw it, but we can keep going.
I was trying to play it off.
Yo, the bird just flew. Yo, not for nothing, sorry, but I feel like the Kardashians are a good come up. They're a good come about. Like, they're $1 billion empire.
Yeah, definitely.
And being a part of that can take you places you've never been before. And I feel like too, like again with the shade. And I was throwing a little shade at Kim Kardashian, but I really do like her as a businesswoman. Now, what she does in her personal time is her business. But I feel like the whole thing, as I was talking about last week, people were throwing shade at her for getting naked, and I still feel like y'all got to remember this is what made them who they are today.
Right.
And this is what gets everybody that's in the industry trying to get opportunities with them to where they are today. You know what I mean? So I feel like, man, shade is one thing, and I know they don't stop for nobody that don't give them shade. Look at Chloe running away from Lamar. She's like, bye. You know?
I love Chloe, by the way.
She's my favorite too.
I love her. I love her. She's just so like uncensored.
Yeah.
Uncensored. She says what she wants when she wants. She's a curvaceous woman, which means she eats what she wants. Like myself, I eat what I want.
Me too. I'm not working out for nobody.
Let's not get out of hand. Still gotta work out.
If y'all can see this, I put on way too much weight. My pants. I need help.
I'm about to say, let it out, Jules. Let it out.
This is like that time when you're like at Weight Watchers and you're like, I'm eating this many cookies a day.
Oh, by the way, I'm in this month's Weight Watchers magazine. This is November, December Weight Watchers.
Hey.
Yeah.
Don't forget to check out her Weight Watchers. We're going to keep talking about that until y'all pick up a copy, do whatever you got to do, get that. But yeah.
Yeah, so we have to talk about the shade that we experienced in high school when...
I didn't get no shade. I felt like nobody was worried about me.
The shade that we got when we went to go see that producer that we went to work with.
Oh my God.
They were taking advantage of our poor little selves.
Yeah.
15, 16 years old. We go to see this producer and he like gives us like this outrageous price to work with him.
Exactly.
And I'm just like, I don't even get an allowance this much, right. Let alone.
But he worked with a lot of people, and it was like, I felt like, what do you expect from a bunch of teenagers?
Right.
Like, did you really think we was gonna pay that much money? Because this dude had platinum albums, and he worked with almost everybody you can imagine that's still big today, and that's still relevant. Because high school is, God, wow, it was a long time ago for us. But you know, this guy, he did his thing. But it's like, I get that you are who you are, but dang, we don't have the real housewives of Westchester parents, you know what I mean?
And throughout high school, I had tons of experiences like that, like wanting to get into the industry at such a young age. Like every meeting I went to, it was like, sure, we'll sign you, but you have to provide the funding for your own project. I'm like, who's paying for that?
Right. The first thing I learned when I started working inside of the entertainment industry on the radio side was I got scammed once.
Really?
And I got scammed once really bad to do some fake voiceover work, and it never went through. And the first thing they told me is when I was telling the people at the station, I was like, they robbed me, you know? I was crying. I was like 17 or 18 or whatever. I was crying. I was like, I took my money and I'm never gonna have a chance. And they were like, you should never be paying to work with somebody. They should always be paying you for your work. And I'm like,
a matter of fact, now that you mentioned that, when I was 18, there was like this talent modeling agency that was interested in working with me. Yeah. I went to the meeting with my mom and she wasn't listening. She's like, let's do it. And there was a fee to put together like my pictures for their, first of all, you had a photo shoot like the next day. In at their office with this bootleg cameraman, this bootleg camera, this bootleg makeup artist.
Oh my gosh.
And that she paid for that. And I was like, Mom, like I wish you would have like talked it out afterwards instead of like handing me a check, because after that day we never got a phone call again. So
your money too. Like, we all got scammed at one point.
It happens.
Dang, man.
So be careful out there. Right. Don't sign anything that you haven't read. Get a lawyer, and don't give nobody no money unless you know what you're getting. If you're working with a photographer, make sure that they have the credentials to be charging you that much money. And
there's a lot of people out here that don't have no credentials, and they want so much. And
girl,
like, it's like me talking to like Lauren and being like, oh, 10 grand. What camera am I charging you to take you? Like, you know what I mean?
Never.
It's like, I got a consumer camera. Like, it ain't no little Mark D 500 or whatever. You know what I mean? Absolutely not. People always get scammed, and I feel
unless you're gonna put me on the front cover of Vogue for 10 grand. No way.
You know?
No way.
Not for nothing, but definitely check out the Weight Watchers with Lauren. And this has been the show. I know.
Thanks for having me. This has been mad fun. I was like, I'm gonna be nervous. I'm gonna be stuttering.
Shoot, I'm sweating too. I'm nervous sitting next to her like I ain't know her my whole life.
We got birds flying through the windows, trying to get in the camera, like trying to get camera time.
That was a crow that hit that window. It was like a Windex commercial. Went right through.
Crazy.
Oh my gosh. Thank you guys for watching and listening. Thank you, Lauren, for coming.
Thank you. Thanks
Seriously,
for having me.
She's a busy, busy woman.
Oh my goodness.
She's what's up, you know? Check out Weight Watchers, all right? Have a good one, guys.
Bye.
Come see us and get it fixed, boy.